Alright, so this is Stable Diffusion Web UI, and then this is LM Studio. So one thing that not many people know is that you can generate a picture in LM Studio. Now, obviously, it is not like the AI model, the large language model in LM Studio can generate picture. It is not possible, but what it can do is it can call the AI image model in Stable Diffusion Web UI to start generating the image. And these are some examples of images that I just generated in LM Studio. But of course, it was created or generated by the Stable Diffusion model in SD Web UI Reforged. And this is actually a lot simpler than you might have thought. So previously, I have made a video on how you can generate images using the Comfy UI workflow, but via LM Studio. It is pretty cool, but I just realized that it is actually kind of complicated. There is a somewhat easier way to enable image generation or to add a tool calling for image generation in LM Studio without that much of complication. So let me show you the step-by-step process to enable image generation in LM Studio using the power of Stable Diffusion Web UI. So, step number one, you need to make sure that you have Node.js installed on your computer. You can do so by going to Google and search for Node.js, and then go to the download menu, and then you can download and install the program normally like any other app on your computer. So just click the download button and then install the program normally. And after that, we need to launch Stable Diffusion Web UI. Now in this case, my recommendation is always a stability matrix. So you can search on Google stability matrix, and then you can open this GitHub page, and then you can download this program. This is known as Package Manager, where it can download plenty of some AI apps or AI packages like Stable Diffusion Web UI Reforged, and that's going to be the one that we are going to download. So basically, just go to this GitHub page and then download and install Stability Matrix, and after that, you can launch the program. So let me just open Stability Matrix, and this is actually one of the best ways to download plenty of AI apps, because it will just unify everything into one place, and it's just way simpler than just opening a terminal to run some command lines, which I think for some people are very difficult and kind of confusing. So this is way better. So basically, after you have launched Stability Matrix, I do recommend to enable portable mode, and also you can start adding a package. Click this, and then you can download a Stable Diffusion Web UI Reforged. So this is the version that I'm going to use, and you can click the install button. Now, I already have installed the AI package or the AI app on my computer, so I don't have to do it again. And after you have installed the program, you can start downloading an AI image model. Let's navigate to Model Browser, and then make sure that the model type is checkpoint. And then for filter, it's up to which model that you want to download. There are plenty of options, like we got models from Flux, Qwen, Stable Diffusion, and many other open source AI image models. Now in this case, I actually have downloaded a model called Epic Realism. So that's the model that I have installed. So yeah, this is the model, and when you want to download an AI image model via this menu, make sure that it says Save Tensor. This is the kind of format that is supported in Stable Diffusion Web UI. Now, after you have downloaded the model, then you can go back to Packages, and then you can, let me just go back again, go to Packages, and right here in Stable Diffusion Web UI Reforged, open the settings. And then at the very end, make sure to add these arguments. So this is -- and then API. This is going to expose its API, which later can be used in LM Studio. Now click Save, and then you can click the launch button, and it will start initiating this AI package. Now just wait until it will give you the URL where you can open it via a browser. Now just wait until it finishes, and then we can play around with the image generation, and this will be kind of important later. And there you go. So it will open this page, and here in the model selector, you can choose the model that you want to use. So let's say I want to create, let's say, a picture of an orange cat. Okay, that's going to be my prompt. Honestly, not the best prompt. Now, I do recommend to just play around, to just, use different settings, different configurations, prompting, and also negative prompt, just so you know how this model actually feel and work, because every model could have a different set of settings. And let's say I want to create a picture with 22 steps, and then I want the resolution to be 1024 by 1024. And I guess for the settings, I'll just everything else default. Okay. And then let me just click the generate button, because this process will give us the setting, and that setting can be reused later when we are using LM Studio. Okay. So there you go. I got this nice picture. It looks pretty good. It looks quite realistic. Now down here, this is a setting that we can use later. So let's move on with the next step. And here we want to install an MCP server. So this is a bit different. Now you can navigate to this page. This is the GitHub page, and don't worry, I'm going to put the link in the description down below. And after that, you can click code and then click download zip, and just wait until it finishes. Okay, nice. The picture, the folder has been downloaded. So here, the folder, I'm going to right click on it and then click extract all, and then I'll just click extract. Okay, now we got this folder. This is what's inside. And right here, you want to right click and you want to select open in terminal, but don't worry, this is going to be the only time we will be using this terminal. So after that, you have to type npm install. Okay, hit enter and just wait for a few seconds for it to install a few things. All right, so there are some vulnerabilities. This is actually not a big deal, but if you want to fix it, then you can click npm audit fix. This is usually because some outdated dependencies. So the solution is quite simple, fortunately. And there you go, no longer that we have vulnerabilities on this folder. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is we have to type npm run build, hit enter again. And there you go. So it's done. So if you check at the folder again, you'll see that it got a new folder called build. And this is going to be important later. Now let's just move on. And right now we have to modify, we have to add a mcp.json file to LM Studio. So let me just move aside these windows. And yeah, this is the code that we need to modify. Okay, so right here, we have to specify the location of the index.js file that was created earlier. So this is the index.js file. It was within the build folder right here. So I'm going to just right click on that index.js file, and then I'm going to copy as path. That will just copy the location of the file, and I'm going to remove this. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, just remove and then Control V, and there you go. Now this is a JSON format, so it doesn't support single backslash character. It has to be 2 backslash character. So I'm going to add another one right here, another one right here, here, and then here again, and here again. There you go. And for the SD base URL, you can copy the URL from here. This is the URL of Stable Diffusion Web UI. And I'll just copy and paste. And for the output directory, so this is where the images will be stored later. So I'll just actually go back to the folder, the image gen MCP folder that we just created earlier. Let me just go back, and I guess I'm going to just create an output folder right here. Let me just open start new folder, and let's call this one outputs. Hit enter. You can open it, and then right click here, copy address, and then let's just put it right here. Control V, and as always, we need to add another backslash character because a single backslash character is not supported in the JSON format. And there you go. So this is the code that we have to copy and paste into LM Studio. Let me just copy this and let me just open LM Studio. Sorry about that. Okay, now you can open LM Studio and then click install on the right sidebar right here. You can open this and then in the integrations, click install, click edit MCP.JSON, and then okay, be mindful, MCPs are useful but can be dangerous. Got it. And just remove this, right? Or you can just press Ctrl V. Okay. There seems to be an error. Let me just go back first. Yeah, let me just. Is there anything wrong? Okay. Let me just ask AI first. I think I kind of missed something. Is format correct? And don't worry, I'm going to post the correct version down here. So I think I missed something here. There may be the... yeah, there's actually the... it's just a small error, I think. Yeah, so this one. Right? Maybe not. Let me just go back again. Okay, so... escape character. Missing escape character. Okay. Okay. So it was just a one. I couldn't see it, honestly. I couldn't see it. Okay, let me just copy it anyway. Okay. All right, let me try this one. Okay, it was correct. Maybe I missed something. It feels like it's the same. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to click save. Okay, now we got a new tool called MCP Image Gen. Now let's start a new chat on LM Studio, and then you can select a model that you want to load and make sure that the model has a tool calling capability. So make sure that it has this blue hammer icon. Open it, and then, well, you can start telling AI about what image that you want to generate. So I have this prompt that I have created earlier. I'm going to just copy and paste. And again, make sure that the image gen is enabled in that chat. And also, do you remember the settings that we have created earlier in Stable Diffusion Web UI? Well, let me just revisit that page again. And down here, we can copy it and we can tell AI that we want to use that setting again. Okay, down here, I'll tell AI to please follow these settings. Perhaps maybe one thing that you can remove is the seed number, because I think it's better to be randomized every single time, but hey, it's up to you. Send a message and just wait until it finishes. So in this case, I actually allow all, so it's not going to ask me for permission, but if you don't set that as allow all, then AI will ask you to let it to access the AI image model. And there you go. So it just created a picture and this is the result. So this was created using the image model in Stable Diffusion Web UI. But of course, I just created the prompt. I sent the message via LM Studio. So that's really cool. And of course, you can do it again. You can generate more images using a different setting or a different prompt. And honestly, it's just really cool that everything here is just running locally offline using an open source, actually multiple open source AI models. It's really cool. And another thing that's also really cool is this video up here. So click on that, visit that video, and I'll see you there.